Welcome everybody to October 18th, Ortelius General Meeting. Go ahead and sign in. I dropped the link into the chat. And let me share my document. Okay, so go ahead and sign in and let's get going here. So as everybody knows, Hacktoberfest is on its way. So make sure that any pull request that you're approving has been labeled Hacktoberfest. And you need to register at the DigitalOcean site. There's a blog entry out there to give you the details on where you need to register and all that stuff, and a list of issues. One of the things I have been doing is there's been some new blockchain issues. They've been tagged as Hacktoberfest, but they're not in the blog entry. So double check if you're looking for something to work on. Make sure you go to the GitHub repo and pull things as that are tagged or labeled as Hacktoberfest. So that's just an FYI. Everything will still count, whether it's in the blog entry or if you're just pulling issues directly from GitHub. Any questions on Hacktoberfest? Alrighty. Next, our blockchain. We've been moving along on that front. And we've had a couple pull requests, so thank you, Utkarsh. Arvin, did you get your pull requests together yet?
I will do it today.
Okay. Also, let me give you the link to the bounty on that. So one of the things that we're doing on the blockchain side of things is we're able to take our bounty, basically the money that we've been able to get from the XRPL grant, and we've put together a process on how to get your, basically it's a bounty process. So for example, if we go over to some of the issues that are being worked on, and we'll go here, look at our issues. So for example, this one, the create NFTs. This is going to be a 8 spaceship bounty. So basically what that means is we've broken down one bounty, which is 1 spaceship that you collect as the Ortelius alien. And that is worth 15 minutes of work. So for 4 spaceships is going to equal 65 US dollars. And we'll report that every month, and we'll get the payout will come through our crowdfunding account that Sasha set up a while ago with the Linux Foundation. So part of this, when you look at the bounties, I try to put in as much detail about what we're doing and kind of the deliverables that are out there. So work, if you don't see or if things aren't quite clear enough, just ping me and make sure that I add the detail, or if anybody else knows the detail. So like on this one here, these are a couple new issues. So this one's basically an hour's worth of work. And it's going to be dependent upon the other issues that we have out there. So with this will be, I thought I was, sorry folks, I thought I was sharing my screen. There it is. Sorry about that. I thought I was already sharing my screen. So like I was saying, this is a 4 spaceship bounty. We have the summary of what we're looking for, some references, and the deliverable. Utkarsh has picked this one up, and what we'll do is we'll go through the review process, and once it's reviewed and approved, then we'll go ahead and keep a tally of the bounty, and the bounty would get paid out once a month through the Linux Foundation. You make sure you can go out and self-assign any of the issues. So like this one here is up for grabs. It's worth $65. So go ahead and somebody grab that one. And you'll see the way I've been kind of working these is they're going to progress. So we had like this one that we're waiting for Arvin to merge about minimizing the data is actually going to be used when we start moving on to these other issues. So we have to make sure we keep things moving along so things don't stack up and we get behind on the dependencies. I'm trying not to kind of flood everything all at once around the issues. So I keep on adding things as we discuss them week to week and kind of keep things moving, but not try to overwhelm ourselves on that front. So any questions on that? And again, if you look at the meaning, here is the bounty process. Let me just tag that. Oh, I'm doing a markdown. I've been doing too much markdown lately. There we go. Also, there, like today, there's going to be a meet and greet kind of thing with XRPL. So if you want to join and see what's going on out there, here is the Zoom link. I'll put it into the And when we were out in Las Vegas, there's a lot of excitement from this group, from the XRPL developers, and just their community in general. So if we have any questions, they're really helpful to get things, questions answered and get direction on that front. Also, I've put out there on our Discord channel the links to the YouTubes for the XRPL meeting or trade show that was in Vegas. So you can go and see all the sessions. Like I said, the one that Tracy went through, which was the Colombian using a XRPL ledger to prove that you own a piece of land in Colombia. It was pretty interesting on how they did it. And it kind of comes into the same play that we have with they're managing PDFs on the NFT and blockchain, and we're just managing JSON on that front. GitOps, I have to check in with Brad to see where we're at that. I know he's been busy, and also he's been getting ready for KubeCon. So I have to do some follow-up on this. Unless anybody has any updates that I may not know about. Oh, Tracy's going to do an unboxing party. No, I don't have anything to open it with.
Yeah, we got a mail from Siddharth yesterday about the
Oh,
stacks.
perfect. So those are the main things. We have most of that up and running. On the architecture, we do need to make a decision around if we should retire the deployment engine from Ortelius. So Ortelius is not only the service catalog, but also does have some functionality around being able to do deployments. I would like to retire that. So I think we should talk about Tony's ideas and also retire the deployment engine. And just focus on
that, because there's already tools that do that really well, right?
Yeah, and it's something that I don't think we need to support. Like you said, Sasha, a lot of folks have deployment tools, or they've already baked into like their Jenkins pipeline some sort of way to do deployment. So instead of ripping that out and trying to get folks to move over, that we just add our service catalog piece to those pipelines.
Makes sense. How much does that reduce the size of the application at all?
Pretty significantly. There's a huge C++ code base out there.
Yeah.
And it will simplify the UI pretty dramatically too, which I think will help with adoption.
So a massive reduction in code too. So lines of code and source. Okay.
Yeah.
Smaller, more agile application then in terms of containerization and that type of thing.
Yeah, a lot of it is already in the monolith. So if we look at, let me just log into one. So everything to do like with endpoints, actions, functions, procedures, credentials, repository data sources, all that goes away. So I would say half of the menu over here would go away, which will really simplify things, and then that will cascade into the code base as well as the documentation. So there's like a whole section on like DM scripting that would end up going away as well, because that functionality would be removed. And like I said, that would be I think a good thing. So like the DM script, some of these other pieces, customizations, this is where you're talking about actions, functions, procedures would end up being removed as well. And that way will give us just the service catalog piece, and that we would just focus on that. So think about it, and also it will give us the opportunity to go ahead and incorporate some of Tony's ideas that he had.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Yeah. It's not something. It's not the primary focus of Ortelius, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, we've kind of pivoted over the last year or so. So
yeah, everything's about versioning and tracking. Yeah, microservices.
Yeah.
And would you still have that blast radius type of view?
Yeah,
okay,
that's still there.
Stays. Yeah, that stays, right?
Right, because that's service catalog related is the blast radius. But doing deployments, even some of the GitOps pieces where we're trying to manage, microservices applications with poly repos in GitOps, that part would go away, and we would just track what Argo CD and Captain are doing.
Yeah, because Captain probably takes over that role, right? You don't need that bloat now in Ortelius. You can really shrink it down a lot.
Exactly.
Because Ortelius will then take over what Captain doesn't do. Then doesn't do that for you.
Exactly. And a lot of them are around, like especially with the blockchain coming into play, we'll be able to track what went where. So if Captain or Argo does a deployment, we would want to still capture that a deployment was done to this cluster, but we don't want to do the deployment ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. I think that's a great idea, actually.
So we'll cover it at the architecture meeting.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to send out an invite. I've been lax on that for the blockchain, like stand-up meetings or daily 15, 20-minute meetings, just so we know we can keep on track. Off to outreach. Thank you, Sasha and Arvin. We finally got it out.
Sorry, guys. I know. But it was good fun, I must say. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great one.
Yeah.
Also, I want to join Tracy for the CDF meetups.
Yeah.
You are muted, Tracy.
Tracy, you're muted.
Yes, there's plenty of them to do. We got a whole week. We should be doing them once a month. Our next meetup will probably be working with, we'll introduce Persia.
Oh, okay, I will be
Steve,
sidekick.
I had updated the doc, Steve, and my updates are gone. I don't understand. Weird.
Are you in the right doc?
I thought I was. I saw you updating it. I saw you at updating stuff. It's weird. So anyways, here's our shirts. Here's our nylon running jackets.
Nice. Let me stop sharing and
great.
Awesomeness.
They're great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're black with this little
I love the alien. They're so cool.
So
It looks so cool.
For those of you who have earned a nylon running jacket in the US or Europe, if we can get you one, we will.
Yeah.
And then after 5 years, you get a wetsuit. Ortelius wetsuit for surf.
That would be great.
Need a surfboard first.
With a massive UFO on the back. Yeah, and a surfboard sponsored by Ortelius. Big UFO.
I think we just need some frisbees with our
Frisbees are cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good. Oh, yo-yos.
Yeah.
Frisbees that look like flying saucers.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And yo-yos that look like flying saucers. Awesome.
Yes.
It's like endless.
Those are some good ideas.
Yeah.
We need a ambassador. Maybe Tracy will wear that, and she will be.
What's that?
You broke up. Art.
Yeah, it broke up a bit.
We need ambassador for that swag part.
We need it for the swag. For the swag, you mean?
Yeah.
Also,
so that we can post it on social media.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so everybody record your unboxing.
Yeah, with the problem, yes. These are only these particular this swag is only earned. You can't buy it.
yeah, exactly. But we could turn it into a clothing brand on the side.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what to do.
So I did last Friday. I did a LinkedIn audio with Syme, and some of his students joined in. So it was interesting. It was the first time we ever did a live LinkedIn live audio session, like a podcast. It worked out well because we got people that were able to join in pretty easy. But the weird part was there's no like chat feature to it. So I would sit there and say, well, just go over to this blog, and read about the Hacktoberfest. And there's no way to drop the link into the session. So that was one of the difficult parts. on that front.
That's weird. Why you wouldn't have a chat?
Yeah. Yeah, in Twitter, people just make a tweet and ask them to just write on request in the replies. And in this way, you will share all the resources on that.
Ah,
We have
okay.
to
So
do
we have to have a tweet associated with that.
Yeah, and ask them to just put their question in that tweet, and you will read that.
You know, we did it about Hacktoberfest, how to find issues, how to do a PR, basically.
Oh, that's cool. Has anyone had a go trying to use our documentation around a dev setup? Oh, there's only, I was interested to get some feedback.
Yeah, me too.
I
Also,
have
we are
not
adding the
anything.
batch.
Mm.
Post that out on
Also-
the Discord and ask people to give you
Yeah, I'll do
feedback.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. I'll do that.
So Arvin, you would do a tweet about the LinkedIn session, and then they would comment and retweet comment on your tweet that you did.
Yeah, I will do that. Like, make a tweet about this session you have done, and post this recording, right?
Right. And then
ask them to
you
ask
start
your
commenting
question.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will do it now. Also, we will be adding some batch scripting exercises in the course material. Thanks for Sasa for giving me that idea.
Well, it's a real world interview, right? Task.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and it fits in with Ortelius. It was Java, it was Node.js, and it was GitOps. Well, not GitOps, sorry. It was scripting, bash scripting, and we use that, right?
yeah. And we will convert it into the Python.
Exactly.
All right, cool. And I'm not sure how Simon was going to rebroadcast it, or if he was going to how he was going to handle that
For
that LinkedIn Live thing.
Yeah, I don't know either, because there's no way for us to record it unless it's out there on LinkedIn permanently, and then I can share it. I'll have to look.
Yeah. So that's still a thing to work on.
Something to learn.
Yeah, and it was like we said, it was just the first time. So the last couple things we have here is we got to start working on the Visionary Summit. It's right around the corner, even though it seems like a long ways off. So I think, Tracy, what was decided on the outreach meeting around the Visionary Summit? We're going to keep with the short style format?
Yeah, I believe so. I need to pull a blog together and start getting a collection of topics. So we'll have a 30-minute kind of a keynote presentation, and that very well may be Arvin and Sasha. And then we'll do probably 5 or 6 10-minute presentations. So I'll get that blog updated.
Did you say keynote?
Yeah,
You
you're
did
going to be
say
the
keynote.
star.
We'll give you a keynote spot. It's
Awesome.
the 30-minute session.
It'll be my first keynote ever. Did you
Yeah,
hear that,
that's
Arvin?
cool, right? Yeah.
You're going to be a keynote,
Yeah.
Arvin. Legend.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Thanks,
I
Tracy.
never done this before, so Let's see.
Unbelievable.
Hope we will do some exciting, maybe some
I better weigh
ROCD
my-
or some Captain stuff.
We want to see a lot of animation. You know, it should look like a Pixar movie.
Jesus.
And by then,
Yeah.
by then you should
Pressure
have your,
on.
I will
Heat
make
goes high.
some memes. I will make memes.
I'll wear a tie if you want.
no, you gotta wear your nylon jacket.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to
You'll
that.
have it, Ben. You should have it by then. I'm gonna get them sent out this week.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to that. I love clothes.
All right.
Cool.
We got about 4 minutes left. Is there anything else that I may have missed?
Not yet. Sasha, we have to show Steve that meme that I made about you.
Yeah, you can post it. I don't mind.
Yeah, post it on Discord.
Yeah.
I posted it before, but yeah, I'm doing it right now in the general channel.
Here you go, and
Cool. And then just to kind of like a side note, Joseph, I closed one of your, I can't remember if it was an issue or pull request that you did for the XRPL proof of concept. And we just kind of need to move that code over to the latest stuff. So I believe it's going to be issue 531 if you want to pick that one up, since you've and make a little bit of money since you've already basically done it before.
Okay, I'll take that up.
Take a look at 531 and see if you want to tackle that. It's a like I said, you've worked on it before, so it's just like reworking things so we can get everything kind of pulled together.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
I just posted the meme.
Oh, there we go. A Halloween.
What did? Wait, let me have a look at this.
Sasha, there you are in a suit. Very impressive.
You know, sometimes I break out. Oh, it's classic. Oh, that one. I forgot about that one. Oh, it's classic.
All righty, everybody.
Cool. See you later.
Okay.
All right. Take care, everybody.
You too. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.